Today we're looking at some of the craziest moments ever caught on the road. Some of these drivers made mistakes you won't believe, and a few of them probably wished they stayed home that day. In this video, we'll check out a man who swerved out of control after driving a little too fast, and a woman who accidentally forgot to put her car in park, causing the ultimate destruction. To an intersection in South Carolina, that some say is one of the most unforgiving ever, and much more. Here are some of the craziest and strange accidents to happen on the road. Number 5. In this first short clip, a man is seen speeding down a narrow road, where an unexpected parked car causes him to swerve out of control into a fence. The man was trying to push the limits of his vehicle when suddenly things go from normal to chaos really fast. This accident could have been way worse than it was. Luckily, the man wasn't injured, and there wasn't much damage to his car and the fence. This incident could have escalated way worse if the man hadn't stepped on the brakes when he did. Number 4. This next one is wild. These drivers think they can squeeze through a traffic light. For this clip, we're heading down to Charleston, South Carolina. Now, this city has a few intersections that drivers know can get pretty chaotic, with heavy traffic, confusing lanes, and people trying to beat the traffic lights. Accidents happen here more often than you'd expect. While a black SUV was driving on its respective point, a truck attempts to skip a red traffic light, trying to move through the intersection before the car is clear. Unfortunately, it crashes into the SUV. After the impact, the truck drives away, leaving the scene as a hit-and-run accident. Some intersections around Charleston have seen hundreds of crashes like this next one. Two cars collide into each other, causing one of the vehicles to lose its front bumper. What you just saw was another collision of two cars, but unlike the first, the white SUV parks and doesn't flee the scene, unlike this next one. Things can go from normal to completely out of control in just a few seconds. That's why you should always be careful when driving. Thankfully, nobody in those crashes were severely injured. Number 3. This one might be the most confusing one yet. A woman who is about to leave for work and is already pulling out forgets something inside. The woman remembers she forgot something and goes in her house to retrieve the item, but forgets to put her car in park. At first, it looks like nothing's happening, but keep your eye on the gray SUV. As you just saw, the car begins rolling back. Now it's up to the woman to see if she could stop her vehicle before chaos occurs. The woman made it back to her car, but she makes the ultimate mistake when she accidentally stepped on the gas instead of the brakes. Since the woman accidentally pressed the gas instead of the brakes, she caused the car to accelerate backward and crash straight into the front of a house. The impact leaves a significant damage to the front. A man nearby walked over after hearing and seeing the impact to see what happened, and checked on the driver. He then helps guide her as she carefully pulls the car back out from the crash site. The car's back window ends up shattered from the force of the crash. The homeowner was not home at the time of the incident, and no one was severely injured, and there was no police activity reported at the scene. This incident is a reminder of how quickly things can go wrong behind the wheel. In situations like this, even a small mistake like pressing the gas instead of the brake can lead to serious damage in just a few seconds. That's why it's important for drivers to stay calm, focused, and aware of their surroundings at all times. Incidents like this also highlight the importance of reacting carefully after something unexpected happens. Checking if anyone is hurt and making sure the situation is safe are always the first priorities. In this case, it's fortunate that no one was seriously injured and that any damage seen in that clip will be paid for and repaired. At the end of the day, driving safely means taking your time, staying alert, and remembering that even simple actions behind the wheel can have big consequences. Number 2. Now this next one is the definition of wrong place at the wrong time. Traffic is moving normally on a busy road, way near an overpass. As the vehicles approach the intersection area, a white car enters the path of a large box truck. Watch this car come into frame. What you just saw was a white car about to collide with the truck in the middle of a roadway. Watch what happens next. The white car that was traveling on a high speed barrels into the truck and then causes the truck to crash into a concrete wall. When the truck collides with the wall, it burst into flames. The truck's fuel then proceeds to spew out of the vehicle. The driver gets out of his side door, but is forced to stay inside his vehicle because of the hot smoke. The truck driver safely gets out of his vehicle on the opposite side door and seeks help from another ongoing driver. The driver moves to safer ground and waits for the police to arrive. As you saw the police arrive and help tend to the driver in the white car who caused this whole incident. The driver was drinking way over the legal limit, which is something you should never do. Watch as firefighters deal with the aftermath. The truck can't be salvaged, and the white car driver is arrested. No one in that clip sustains any life-threatening injuries, but the same can't be said for the truck driver's truck. That clip showed a senseless and scary situation that could have been worse if nobody was rescued. Fortunately, situations like these also remind drivers why staying alert, slowing down at intersections, and paying attention to surrounding traffic is critical for road safety. So next time you're on the road, remember to think about the decisions you make if you've had something you shouldn't have. Number 1. In this clip, traffic is moving along a busy roadway near an intersection where a school bus is traveling through with the right-of-way. At the same time, another vehicle approaches the area at a high speed, creating a dangerous situation as both vehicles enter the intersection.
Then, hit the button.
As the bus moves through the intersection, the car fails to stop in time and crashes directly into the side of the bus. The impact is strong enough to push the smaller car underneath part of the bus, causing severe damage to the front of the vehicle. Now watch as emergency services pull the vehicle out from under the bus. Thankfully, as always, both drivers seen in this clip survive with only minor injuries. Traffic was backed up for a few hours due to this, but all in all, everyone's okay. As far as we can tell, the bus was an unwilling participant in the car driver's joyride. If you enjoyed this video and want to see future videos like this, click on the playlist in the middle of the screen. If you want to check out the previous video, click the video on the right of the screen. And if you want to check out our newest video, click the video on the left of the screen. As always, have a great day and thanks for watching.